Greetings. Welcome to the channel, Dragon Embodiment. It is I, Serpent Sage. And today, I'm coming through to you with a message. The topic of today's video, or the title of today's video, will be Become a Champion of Chaos. Right? Become a champion of chaos. What is a champion? And what is chaos? Right? And why would you want to embody being a champion? So, for those who are on a path of spiritual evolution, and for those who resonate with the archetype of the dragon, well, firstly, if you haven't watched my previous video on becoming a dragon, the word draconic, which comes from the word, or the Greek word Draco, means harsh, right? Or in some different context, it also means having a clear sight, right? So being draconic means being very harsh, being very brutal in how you conduct yourself and organize your thoughts, right? Why would you want to do that? I'll tell you why. You have to destroy your weakness. You have to eliminate what is no longer serving you. Trying to do so with a docile mentality, or with this sort of restraint from being overly critical or overly judgmental, will not really do much for you if you're trying to evolve at a rate that is conducive for your growth. Now, what do I mean by what I just said, right? Let's just say if, you have a problem with staying focused. Let's just say if you have a goal and you have a problem with staying focused, and you identify the exact problem that is subtracting from your ability to maintain focus so that you can conquer your objective. You have to eliminate the problem right when you notice it, right? Right then and there. Even if it can't be rectified immediately, you initiate the process of transforming that act that is causing the weakness into the phenomena that is going to get you your desired result. You have to be very honest and very harsh and very ruthless in how you how can I say, organize your life, organize your mind, organize your thoughts, and act upon the thoughts that are conducive to achieving your goal, right? So going back to becoming a champion of chaos, what does a champion of chaos do? The champion of chaos organizes his thoughts, cuts away what no longer serves him, and channels all his power into a desired result right? A champion is not complacent, right? A champion is all in, balls to the wall, completely enthralled with the process to achieve his goal. There is no hesitation, right? Hesitation comes from uncertainty. Uncertainty is made when you can't make a decision. So what does that convey? Being uncertain means that mentally you are unstable. You do not have boundaries. The foundation is incomplete. You are not sure on whether or not you want what it is that you desire. And let me ask you this. Why would you hesitate? Right? If your goal is to become the most elite version of yourself, why would you hesitate? Life is very simple. It's very dual. It's very binary even, even though, there is the non-dual perspective, but when participating in life, it's very binary. You're either a warrior or you're a coward. You're either growing or you're degenerating. One could say, there is an in-between, but, that in-betweenness, that's leaning more towards the negative polarity or the undesirable polarity. Like if you've hit a plateau, you're more than likely going to remain there, and that's degeneration. That's not really balance. In this context, there's only one or the other, right? So as a champion, you choose victory, right? Victory is not just the accomplishment of the end goal, but victory is choosing during the moments where hesitation creeps in to participate in the act of overcoming your weakness in order to grow, right? Throughout life or throughout your day, I'm pretty sure that you experience resistance from trying something new that may challenge you to grow, right? That feeling, that urge to hesitate, right? Or that urge to stay within your comfortable reality, right, is the key indicator that you have a decision to make. You can either choose to grow or you can choose to remain in stagnation. Conquering chaos, becoming a champion of chaos. Choosing to take that raw moment and channel it into something new, into something that you can perceive as greater and more expansive than your current condition, right? So how does one apply this personal outlook to oneself? Well, simply put, whenever you encounter resistance, right, choose to grow from it. That resistance is the threshold in which, on the other side, there is a new reality, a new form of creation that is taking place. When you choose to allow that resistance to keep you stuck, or if you choose to be weak in that moment, just know that that other side, on that other side, that newer, greater version of you that is on the other side of that resistance is frowning upon you. Right? You want to grow, but you don't want to feel the discomfort, right? You don't want to take the risk, right? It may not even be a risk at all, but your nervous system is conditioned based upon what it deals with, right? Based upon what it experiences, right? When the nervous system encounters fear, right, that in itself is an indicator. Fear is a great indication that there is something that needs to be understood, and that there is something that within you needs to be overcome, right? It should excite you when you experience fear. It's an opportunity to learn. It's a great opportunity to learn about yourself and about what it is that you don't understand and about what it is that you can do to change your life or to change reality, right? It should excite you. It's an opponent. As a champion, you are a contender, right? What are you contending against? You're contending against yourself. You're contending against your own darkness, your own shadow. You have the aspect of yourself that wants to remain in stagnation, and then you have that aspect of yourself that embraces chaos, embraces growth, and embraces the fight, right? Embrace the fight. Master your thoughts. Master your actions, right? Every action that you take, every thought that you have, right? And choose the frequency of thought that is so high, right? That embodies a more sophisticated, more practical and pragmatic version of yourself. To then back that thought behind action, right? Behind a feeling, right? A grand feeling. Exercise the mind. Exercise the principle of mentalism, the hermetic principle of mentalism. Master that one principle to the degree to where no matter what it is that you're going through, you will come out on top. Even in the moments where you try and fail, there's still always the power that you have to continue to move forward. You only fail if you give up. Don't give up. The cycle is infinite. There is no giving up, even if you tried, right? Philosophically speaking, So becoming a champion of chaos. Mastering your emotions. Channeling them into victory. so to speak. Don't allow yourself to fall prey to doubt, what other people think of you. You know, if you're looking at this channel, and you know, you may not be a occultist, you may not be one who has a fascination with esotericism or anything like that, but this is a video that is very basal, very fundamental, primarily philosophical, but it inspires you to adopt the appropriate action, right? The appropriate mentality that puts you in a mode where you can manifest and overcome your own self, right? Channel your ambition. What do you want to do with your life? What will make you feel alive? Are you afraid of setting a high bar for yourself? And if you are afraid, understand why that is. Understand what excuses you make that is stopping you from grabbing the mantle of greatness, right? Continue to elevate your vibration. Continue to elevate your frequency. Continue to embody things, or to embody the aspect of yourself that is elite. I'll make a whole video on elitism, but I'll end it off here, okay? This is Serpent Sage on Dragon Embodiment. Peace.